Hi guys!
Hey!
We're back again in
Malmo.
Yes, in Malmo. And we've just seen the first dress rehearsal for semi-final 2. So we are getting closer and closer to the final, to finding out who's going to be the winner. But to start off with, overall thoughts on today's show.
Yeah, I mean, again, Sweden can never let us down when it comes to putting together a show. This one's all about the comedy this time round. There are some surprise guest performers, but I'll leave that for the day. But no, but 100% Petra comes into her own today, and just lovely, absolutely lovely. I think you mentioned earlier you'd come back just for that.
I would. I mean, I would happily see a Swedish contest every year just purely for the opening and interval acts they put on. But my bank balance sadly would not allow that. Clara, what did you think of the show overall today?
Actually, I was a little disappointed because, well, it didn't run as well as the first semi-final. I think they were either the teleprompter wasn't working or people were not on their marks when they had to. So it was more of a technical. I think there needs to be more rehearsal. I think everyone was very excited for the first semi-final, so that was very well rehearsed. And now we can see the second semi-final, and things are changing. But I thought that the host did a great job, despite, and I thought that the interval act.
Yes.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yes. You are in for a
very
real
musical
treat.
theater. Very musical theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
And very throwback to Eurovision. I think it's almost very old-fashioned Eurovision.
Yeah.
It can't.
Very Schlager. Very Schlager.
Yeah.
It actually gave me old Hollywood sort of vibes. But you'll see.
Yeah, but when it comes to the actual acts, Jess, which one surprised you the most today?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have a look at my list. Norway was just incredible.
Yes.
Malta as well.
Woo!
The fact that she can sing so well whilst doing that choreography is just incredible. Those are the two. San Marino sticks out for me as well, just more for the staging, because it's an incredible staging. Probably one of the best we've got from San Marino. I would say those on Georgia is very, very good. I think they're going to make it to the final.
I think there are a few of the acts that we saw rehearsed this morning that they have the package finished. That can be delivered. Whereas there are some that they still need to polish, like the camera details, or this angle has to last visually 2 seconds less, 2 seconds more, or we see too much of a wide angle, or we see the things that we shouldn't see, like a dancer taking off his first outfit and reveal the outfit reveal that goes underneath. So there still needs to be some work done, I think. But I think for me Norway was definitely the best of the show. It's definitely finished. That can be teletransported to the final day.
Definitely.
Do you have anything to add, Fred? Or
I'm just going through the list. I'd say on the whole, I was surprised by the countries that we thought were going to do as well. So I think some of the big hitters have some work to do. So some of the sort of the favorites, I think. Netherlands. There's just some work to do to sort of nail the performance, but I was very pleased with Malta. I thought that San Marino's staging was amazing. Norway, again, it just sort of it gave that. Again, it transports you. And I mean, it's only a revolving platform, but they make it work, and they deliver it so well.
Yeah, you can follow the visual story. You can follow the storyline through the visuals, and when the wave hits, it's very impactful. It's very well timed with all of the members of the band jumping around, and the spin of the platform and the howling of Goodhill. It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I was one that I did not expect to enjoy as much as I did was Czechia, actually.
Oh yeah.
I had sort of written it off as just filler. But actually, she was actually quite good. I was really surprised by the whole package. I thought it was just about her bejeweled breasts, but there's more to it.
Yeah. So I see a lot of you joining us in the comments. Let's go and have a look. We have Walter Spiteri. Hello to you. We have Julia J. We have Bjorn from Belgium. We did see a good performance from Mustii today. ESC, I know you're asking, what do you think Belgium and Netherlands will qualify?
I don't know about you guys, but I would put them in the dead cert category.
Yes,
Okay.
for me, a dead cert too.
I think I would put the Netherlands as a dead certain qualifier, but Belgium, the first half, it takes a while for the song to warm up and to really get going, I feel. And potentially they could lose viewers at the beginning and then it doesn't really pick up until the end, but some viewers might already have switched over or kind of gone away. And I kind of said before that I feel like the first half of the song is not qualifying, but the second half is qualifying.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I think why Belgium gets away with it is because of the way the song builds.
Mm-hmm.
So it builds to that dramatic
Yeah.
sort of close of 30, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think it works from that point of view. I mean, if you've seen the video, you've pretty much seen the staging.
Yeah.
So there was no sort of shocks or surprises here.
Yeah.
But I think, again, it's a good song and he delivers it well.
Yeah, I think a lot of what I've noticed is, especially in this semi-final, a lot of countries are capitalizing on that last 1 minute or like
Yeah.
50, 30 seconds. That really, really sells it. So that's a new strategy, I guess, everyone is adopting.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, Belgium is borderline qualifier, I'm going to say. I'm on the fence, so to say.
Shocking.
It's another way, yeah. Let's go back to the chat. Trees, you love Norway. Lucas George, you're asking how was Greece?
Very good, I think.
Yes.
It's very colorful. It's very in a palette that's very neon, very television style, with also iridescent tonalities. I like it. It's very modern. It's going to definitely, it's aimed at the TikTok generation.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to definitely get a lot of votes for that age segment. So I think it also goes really well, and her vocals are quite good.
Not my favorite of the evening. I still can't get my head around this pink diaper that she's wearing, but no, actually there's if you're in the arena watching this one, there's actually not a lot happening. They move around the stage. They're solely based on the dance moves and the LEDs. There's not much else. If they didn't have that catchy da,
Yeah.
I think this song could really struggle. But luckily they've got something to keep people going from that point of view. But it was actually one of the stagings I was underwhelmed by.
Yeah, I think I admired the traditional elements they brought into the staging with some traditional Greek dancing. I was expecting to see more traditional Greek outfits, maybe similar to what we saw in the music video. For me, it's a little bit messy and a little bit choppy. So whilst I think it's got the song is really good and it's very catchy, and the choreo is good, there is still a bit of a mismatch. So for me, this is going in my kind of borderline category, I think. Could be better, but could be worse, I would say. But let's go back. Ryan Bailey, you don't like Norway, gives you a headache. FANK are asking what you thought of Slimane performance.
You saw it live in the arena, right?
Yes, I did. Oh my God!
You got to see Slimane up close and personal. I'm quite
It
jealous.
was now. Again, it's another one of these numbers that really relies on the last sort of minute or so.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
But getting to that last minute, oh my God, goosebumps.
Yeah.
He goes a cappella, and I mean completely a cappella. You could hear a pin drop in the entire arena, and it's just woof. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. The only thing I would have to say about France is I feel really bad for Latvia having to perform. Hello, Mr. Troublemaker. I feel really bad for Latvia having to perform afterwards, because it's almost like it's a very well, it's another ballad, a male solo ballad, and you automatically sort of compare the two. I know France isn't competing tonight, but I think it lets Latvia down because he's just so amazing. I don't know what you guys thought, but I just made me feel that Latvia was just a bit boring, because he. I mean, it sounds really bad. I love Doms, but it just feels like he was the second choice type thing. I don't know.
It's okay, Fred.
But if we go back to Slimane, I think, well, what we saw on the screen on camera is a very close-up camera, like in his face. And he's trying to pretend like there's pillow talk with us. And it's a little, some of the angles are a little, they're still need to be worked on. I like the idea that they are trying to portray, but I also appreciate when the camera is like a little further and they don't have this green bluish light on him.
Yeah.
And the a cappella moment is amazing. It's definitely capitalizing on that, followed by like a bang of the song coming back together and like a big crescendo. So,
I'm generally not a fan of ballads that have choreography. For me, the two just don't work together. So I like the bit where he kind of stands away from the mic and goes a cappella, as we've seen in many pre-parties. And I like the ending bit where it gets really intense. But the beginning bit, I'm not 100% sold on yet. So, but vocal-wise, sounding incredible. Looks-wise, incredible. So I still think juries are going to eat this up very much. But let's go back to the chat. We have Lee Fern. Hello to you. Bernice, you're asking how was Malta, and do you think it will qualify?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Again, it's one of the songs that we wrote off coming into the competition.
It's like Cyprus for me. It's the same effect I had with Cyprus. I felt like when I heard the release version, it was like, okay, just another girl singing.
Yep.
And then as I went to the pre-parties, I heard like she was really getting the party started at the pre-parties, and now with that staging, it's really awesome. The choreography is the dance break we need. It's everything. It does look like every other performance with a silver dress.
Yes.
But or with a silver leotard we've seen before, but it works. It's what we want to see.
She nails it. I mean, it is a very Chanel-inspired performance. But again, I think I said this the other day. People might hate me for it, but I think she does it better.
Better than Chanel?
Yeah,
wow.
Unfortunately, she can really dance. It's the fact that she can pull all of those dance moves off and then still keep that crystal clear vocal.
Yeah.
And I'm blown away. Away.
Me too. I have no doubt in my mind this is qualifying, and it's a great opener to the semi-final as well. Just incredible, everything that her and her dancers are doing on stage. So well done, Malta. And what a glow up the song and staging's had as well from the national final. And obviously no error is making a good point. If we can get it up, that a live audience will help some performances.
True.
And you're also asking, how was Spain? Spain was Spain. Spain was Benidorm Fest.
The vocals are still not there.
I don't think the vocals will ever be there. I'm afraid. One of the dancers had a wardrobe malfunction.
They did?
Yes.
Did you not see it?
Yes, we see it.
Okay.
I did.
Oh, fine. At a certain key moment, they rip off their trousers to show, I guess, sort of a
their corset
and
the
thong.
corset diaper.
Which, I mean, for people who like that sort of thing, I mean, to be fair. Thank you. But no, it actually fits with the song because of what the song's about. But they definitely need to work out that kink. But anyway, But no, it doesn't do anything different from Benidorm.
Yeah.
It's just on a larger stage.
Yeah.
I think she's just as lazy as ever. The cube, I think, at the beginning helps it sort of create an ambience.
The very beginning shot where she's standing in front of that keyhole shape.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah. It's well, and again, that's all. That's all LED. It's not her figure.
Yeah.
But no, I think the opener, bringing it into the her boudoir, as it may be.
That. Boudoir.
But what would be the Spanish of boudoir?
I didn't develop my adult life in English. It happened in English.
But no, it gives a sexy premise, but I think it lets down. I think some fans will like this. The juries are going to kill it.
Yes.
If it gets any points from the juries, I'd be surprised. But
yeah, it's a song that goes down great in Euroclub. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
It's a recorded song.
Yeah.
It's not a live song.
Yeah.
It's not to be performed live by these people, but the recording is amazing. So congratulations to the producer.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Sadly, as much as I love the song, sadly, I think it's a contender for last place, possibly. Televoters will give it a little bit of love, not a huge amount. Juries, not at all. So, but listen, Mark and Mary having their best life on stage. I'm happy for them.
Mary had a little lamb.
I mean, I don't think they ever expected they would end up on like the biggest music stage in the world. I think they're just a bit confused by everything going on. But, props to them.
I have to say that the red-haired dancer is a lovely guy.
Okay.
I helped him in to get into the Euroclub the first night.
Oh,
There
bless.
were organization problems, so I took charge.
We love nice people
And he was very thankful. And the next day he was like, "Oh, you let me in yesterday in the Euroclub," and I was like, "Yeah, that was me."
Cool.
So
that's not always the case when you come
Yes.
into the Eurovision bubble. You come across the prima donnas and the divas who think everyone should bow down to them. So I'm really grateful that we've come across some grateful people.
Yes. So let's go back to the chat. We have ESC Mango. Welcome back. And you are saying you are excited for Sertab.
Oh, she sounded
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, she did.
One of the queens sounded amazing.
Didn't recognize her, but she sounded good.
Yes. So she is, for those that may not know, she's part of the interval act with Charlotte Pirelli and Helena Paparizou. And you're going to love it, guys. It's fantastic. We have Christina asking, how was Latvia? I know you spoke a bit about Dons before.
It's
Killing you slow.
no, again, the song is okay, and Dums can deliver it well. Just coming after what Slimon has done, it just feels like a cheap imitation, which is hard. I mean, it's hard for me to say because he's a lovely guy and he can sing well.
Yeah.
It comes across as a bit amateur. But I think if France wasn't performing in the semi, I think it potentially has the chance to do better. But unfortunately, I think this one's going to get lost in the mix.
Yeah.
I have it as a non-qualifier.
I think this song is a song that would benefit from juries in the semi-final, basically. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Don's sounds incredible on stage, an incredible vocal, and he looks, beautiful in his blue. But the song doesn't really go anywhere. I think it gets lost amongst the others.
The thing is, the song needs better camera angles because the story they're trying to portray visually, it needs better sequence choices.
Yeah.
The close-ups are too close to his face. I would like to see a better composition of when he is in his whole face, because you see an angle that's like this or even like this, cutting his forehead a little, and what is that? So
Yeah.
hopefully tonight that would have been arranged and we can see a better sequence.
Yeah. So sadly, I do not think Latvia will be ending their non-qualification streak this year. Let's have a look. Julia J, who do you think will win now you have seen all of the performances?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, for me, I'm at the moment it's going to be a 2-horse race between Switzerland and Croatia. That will be the split screen in the final at the end. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I had Switzerland as my second favorite song.
Yep.
I actually thought they were one of the ones that possibly needed to work on their performance. I think
Switzerland?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
It just feels a bit. They're using the prop to keep you interested. If that makes sense.
I can see where you're coming from.
And without the prop, I don't see what this song has now. And I like this song. I really do, because it has many different genres sort of comes together, and you almost want to see the light and shade of that, and you don't get that in this performance.
I never thought of it that way.
From my point of view, that's the only thing I mean, what he's doing on the pivot stage looks amazing, and I think it knows mine. It comes across really well on camera, but I just felt, I don't know, I left, I didn't get winner vibes from it, if that makes sense.
Okay, I did get potential winner vibes from it, but again, with the performance, sometimes it did feel a bit empty because he is alone on stage.
Yeah.
No other backing vocalists or dancers. And in some moments that works very well.
Do you not see the extra people?
No.
Oh, okay, fine. That there are extra people on stage.
I'm clearly not paying enough attention.
No. That's fine. Obviously, again, I was in the arena today, so I'm seeing it in front of me, where obviously they're seeing it in the press center from camera angle point of view. So there are two men that help create some of the pivots and some of the spinning aspects, but obviously they're there to be hidden. So obviously it comes across that he's on stage alone, but I don't know. Maybe I'll feel differently once I see the official outfit, because I'm still not convinced this is the official outfit.
Look, I like this outfit better than the rehearsal one.
Well, anything was better than the rehearsal one, but I mean, wearing wigs of various colors.
Okay, so Switzerland's not winning for you.
No,
so who is at the moment?
I think Croatia's going to run away with it.
Okay, I'd be happy with that.
I think it's you
Carry
know,
on talking.
yes, the way the staging incorporates the farm aesthetic, and funny enough, seeing the audience sort of get involved in that is amazing. They all have various different animal ears. Do you think there was a farmyard in the audience cheering it along? So yeah, it's actually really quite interesting from that point of view. I think it just stands out. You can't help but sort of sing along when you might not even like the song, but I think it's going to run away with the contest. I honestly believe. Switzerland was my second favorite song. My favorite song was actually Austria, but I think Austria is possibly missing a little something. I'm
Close.
still hello. I still think that they could be on the borderline of being a dangerous non-qualifier. But I do love the song, and she does deliver it and deliver it well. So we were just going over who we thought, now that we've seen all the performances, who might take the crown.
Take the crown. From this rehearsal, I would say Norway.
Oh, okay. It was 100% completely atmospheric. We already spoke about Norway earlier, but it's just a revolving platform. But the atmosphere that it creates, and the lighting on stage and the way she delivers her vocal transports you.
Also, I would say I think Armenia is going to pick up a lot of votes this year as well. I think if you're talking about fun, we talk about kind of these maybe not so serious songs like Netherlands, maybe Estonia, but I get, and I've said this ever since I heard the song for the first time, Horrid in Moldova vibes from Armenia. but it's so fun to watch. We were dancing around here in the press centre. I think maybe people have underestimated Armenia a bit this year. I think Armenia will do really well. Someone is screaming. I don't know why.
Lots of things happen.
You go, girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone wants to know, Lucas George wants to know, how was Greece? So we got to see kind of the one shot, which Marina had told us about in our interview. I think parts of it worked really well. One thing that bothers me is the skirt, and I'm sure you guys have seen the skirt in the rehearsal clips that have been posted online. The problem I have with it is that it doesn't move, and there's parts in the song where she's dancing. You don't get to see the hips.
Well, we did speak about Greece already, but I'm 100% standing behind. It's a pink metallic diaper. It's designed to hold the volume, so when she's moving, it just looks like she's adding even more volume to the skirt. This is one of the ones that heavily relies on the LEDs and the movements that they're doing. And I was saying earlier that without the da, I think you could potentially lose the interest in this one because there's not a massive amount going on.
Yeah, but I think if anyone's going to sell this, it's Marina, because she's a huge, hey guys, she's a huge star, and she's so talented. And what I love about this is that Greece is sending something very modern, with traditional elements, but something that represents Greece today. And they're gonna sail through to the final. I have no doubt about that. They're performing in 3rd position.
Correct.
I think. Yep. Have you spoken about Malta today?
Yes.
Okay. Have we spoken about everyone? What about San Marino?
We mentioned San Marino. Again, really, really impressive staging. It was sort of a very atmospheric, but it's sort of like almost a family-friendly version of Ireland, if you get that. Yeah. But yeah, she delivers it well. You can't get around the black and the pink. Again, you're going to remember it because she's the only one sort of delivering that type of color scheme, and it's everywhere. So they picked a concept and they've stuck with it, and I think it really works for them.
Rye Bailey, Estonia non-qualifier. The only thing that's missing for Estonia, because I love it, it's chaotic, it's fun, I want to be up there with those guys. But I don't think anyone, if you don't speak Estonian, they haven't got across what the song is actually about, and it just looks like 6 guys kind of shouting and dancing around on stage, which I'm down for. I love it. But I think for the casual viewer, they might not understand it. But I would love to see Estonia go through. Actually, it's one of my, I think probably one of my favourites from this semi-final in terms of songs. I just find it really fun. Kaleen, while I was saying last week, I think she might be the Kate Ryan of this year's contest. I've completely changed my mind. I think that dance break, especially, that's your impact moment, and it hits. And she's in between Denmark and Czechia. So I think following Czechia will not harm Kaleen.
No, I mean, I did mention that I was actually surprised by Czechia today. It was one of the songs that I had written off.
Yeah, I had to look twice, I'll be honest.
Yeah, because I was saying it's more than just her bejeweled breasts. There is actually a performance here, and she's sort of selling it. I enjoyed it much more than I anticipated that I would.
And Denmark actually was a nice surprise for me. I could actually see Denmark going through. I think they were probably borderline for some people, but I think it's a really nice performance. And I mean, nothing's really changed, has it, from DMGP? It's just been kind of elevated. Yeah,
she's got some animated sand that she's...
Why sand?
I don't know. But no, I feel this one is just nice, and nice doesn't get you votes. So there needs to be that moment, and I'm not sure that Denmark has that moment yet.
Well, a heart that lights up and sand.
I love the song, and Saba's lovely. I interviewed her this week. but I just think there's
5 minutes.
It's definitely on my fence, and Jess is probably going to jump on that as well.
Hello,
honey.
guys. Now I'm Eurovox for a moment after my Polish adventures.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
So we were just speaking about Denmark, and whether. How do you feel it came across today?
I am very disappointed because I absolutely love the song and the staging looks great, but she sounds not really like a bit shaky. Maybe she didn't give the full power. It's just rehearsal. That also is happening. So but I'm a little bit worried, and I love the song. It's in my top 10. So I had high expectations, but the staging looks great, really. So if she can deliver vocally, then I think it will be okay. But on the other hand, there are good performances in this semi-final.
Yes.
So if she would be in the first semi-final, I think she would go through.
Yes. Because we're losing 6 countries this semi-final. So
not 5 like the first.
Absolutely. So it's a bit of a tougher run. Let's see, who else do we need to speak about? Oh, is there any more comments?
How was the Netherlands?
Okay, so
I.
since the other rehearsal snippets were a little disappointing. Okay, so I will give you my honest opinion. It's a novelty song. He delivers it okay, but for all of the hype involved in this song, I think the staging is completely underwhelming. It left me a bit like, is that it? There's aspects of it that I just don't really enjoy. The bird is a bit silly, and not silly in a good way, if that makes any sense. But it left me a bit cold watching the performance, and because of the type of song it is, you want to feel engaged and you want to laugh, basically. But I didn't get that. I mean, I still think the song will qualify because of what the song is and because they're performing in last position. But I was a bit underwhelmed by this performance. You guys?
Yeah, I feel like there's not really. It's the same with Australia. There's lots of people and things on stage, but nothing's really happening.
Yeah.
And when you look at other sort of more out-of-the-box entries this year, like Finland, Estonia, Croatia, Switzerland, they've staged much better than the Netherlands does, sadly. It's definitely still going to qualify. Televoters are going to love it, but the staging is not what I thought it would be. Much more crazy and much more out there, but it seems quite tame compared to the style of the song and compared to Joost as well. So it's definitely qualifying, but it could have been better than what it is.
For me, I would say like helaas pindakaas, as Dutch people are saying. It's like something went wrong, and I absolutely love the song. And I think Joost is a great performer, but first of all, on the stage, he looks a little bit scared. So I don't know if that was also like the rehearsal thing. Like maybe he got stressed, Barely you can hear his vocals. Like I was watching this in the arena, not on the screen. So I'm waiting for the camera work, but there is nothing spectacular happening there, and everybody were saying ooh, there will be something we never seen before. No, that's everything what I saw. The graphics are great, but
she was asking if there was any augmented reality. So obviously you're the only one that's seen it on screen. So was there anything?
I don't think I remember seeing it. It was just
I didn't see anything that was.
It was
nothing
just a bunch of random food coming up on the backdrop.
Yeah, exactly, like currywurst.
Well, there might be things added later that we see.
Yeah, I mean, so far, first run through, I'm not particularly impressed, but we still think it will qualify because of what it is.
Yeah.
But if that will be some random dude from Netherlands, some random singer, I think they will have much more troubles, So yeah. And can I say just about Malta, because I think
yes, of course.
Honestly, that is one of the best performances of the semi. She's absolutely outstanding.
She nailed it.
Amazing.
And even Andy thinks so. So,
Is she really last in the odds?
I think she's near the bottom.
Yeah, she's, the last I saw, Malta was last in the odds.
Yeah, but we can announce now that I choreographed Malta. Actually.
So-
it will go up in
Guys
the odds.
heard
So
that.
and Andy is he's revealing to our audience that he's actually choreographed Malta. So he's
That's
taking full
flops
credit.
and flips, yeah, right?
He actually
Okay.
choreographed pretty much most
Okay.
of the performances this Eurovision. So.
The good ones.
And that's with Malta is the same. If that would be any other country, like for example Poland, everybody would be like, oh, you know, but it's Malta, so people are like, oh, you know, like the copy of Chanel. No, but if that would be like, for example, Blanca will did that last year. Everybody would be like, oh, mind blowing, top 10, you know.
But then if it was Poland, you'd have all these like
Yeah,
silly
well,
things
yeah,
coming
yeah,
up on
yeah.
the screen.
And here's like it's very pure, this performance. It's very well choreographed, and it's nothing crazy, but the beautiful the lights and the
Yeah.
stage.
What impresses me the most is that how she can keep that vocal
Yeah.
while doing all of that choreography.
Exactly,
It
exactly.
blows
So
my mind.
I would vote for Malta, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else have we got here? Oh, so we did mention this slightly, but so Maria Papa has wants to know.
Is that me?
I don't know. Is it? So how was Nemo's rehearsal?
Potential winner vibes for me.
Jess was saying potential winner vibes. I was saying that because of the build of the song and the way that you've got the three different genres, I was a bit let down by the one note of the pivot stage. I was expecting a bit of, I guess, sort of light and shade moving into the different sort of genres. So it unfortunately didn't give me winner vibes from today. But I mean, it's my second favorite song in the competition, so I'm hoping that it will come through better on the actual night.
I think juries are going to love this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Potential
But
jury winner.
vocals,
Yes, unfortunately, there's no juries in the semi-final,
Yeah.
but I
In
think
the final,
I think the song is strong enough that it will go through
okay,
alone.
guys, I have to go because I have
Okay.
a live stream in Polish now.
Okay, yes.
So
Bye, Maria.
bye. Have fun tomorrow.
Thank you. Okay, so what is Rye Bailey having to say? Don't listen to the odds. Slovenia was 13th in the odds to qualify and still got through.
Exactly.
That's a very good point.
The odds are not always correct. Sometimes they are, but a lot of the time they're just nonsense.
Yeah, I think because Malta is such a small country and they don't have any neighbors as such.
Yeah.
That I guess they get written off if they
Yeah.
haven't got anything out of the box type
Yeah.
thing. But no, I think Sarah gives it her all, and
Yeah.
I see it going through, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry.
100%.
We've got a question about Italy from Andrea. I'm assuming she must be Italian with that surname.
Yeah.
So Italy, what were your thoughts on Italy?
Angelina sounds great. She is, you can tell that she's a very seasoned performer. She looks comfortable on stage. Her vocals are great. Oh, thank you. And she obviously is performing the song very well. She looks great as well. But when you look at the outfit that she's wearing and her backing dancers are wearing, it's hard for Angelina Mango to stand out. And I feel like she blends in with the backing dancers and with the staging, which I think has like a similar graphic to their outfits.
Yes.
Or a similar style.
Yep.
And it all just looks very samey. And there's not much variation in it at all. I still think it's easily top 5 in the final.
No, it's a quality song and she delivers it well.
Yeah.
But I agree. This was one that, again, I was waiting for that winner's moment, and it didn't come across to me.
Sadly.
There's not much going on stage apart from a throne that she goes and sits on.
Yeah.
Because she's got nothing else to do. Again, the song is good, but I expected more.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right with all of the different aspects. All of the outfits are exactly the same. The backing, the actual backdrop itself is also the same. And I would say the throne is again
the same.
A stone's throw away from it as well. So it's almost like camouflage.
Yes, that's a good word.
You want Italy to stand out, and I think the vocal will, but I just don't get winner vibes from it, I'm afraid.
Yeah. But again, as you said, it's a quality song, and it is still a good performance, like, in terms of the choreography and the vocals. So I still see top 5 for this. Yeah.
Lovely. So we got Euro asking how was Albania.
Underwhelming.
I love BESA.
Me too. We did have the pleasure of interviewing her at Malmohagen.
We did.
So check out our interview.
She was lovely.
Yes.
And she was actually telling us that she was going to wear a different outfit.
Yeah.
She had many different outfits to choose from. So we don't even know if this will be the one.
Yeah.
But the outfit was beautiful. So nothing wrong with the outfit, actually. But no, the stage, she gets sort of lost in she's got some lights. I wanted something from this, and it just never got it. It just seems a bit boring.
It's a bit of a mishmash staging, because she's wearing, spoiler alert, she's wearing a lovely kind of teal or kind of like aquamarine coloured dress.
Yep.
She's got some backing dancers in a different colour.
Yep.
But then on the backdrop there, was it like people's faces and hands coming up, which for me is very distracting. I don't understand the story or the significance behind that.
Yeah, I didn't mind the hands as much, but the people, because they're 20 times bigger than the performer, I don't know, it seems a bit weird. It makes her feel even tinier, and she's a very short performer anyway, so I don't know, she gets lost in it.
I don't understand.
No,
I'm confused.
Yep.
But vocally she was very, very good.
Yeah.
But sadly I think this is going to struggle to qualify.
Yeah, I would have this down as a non-qualifier as well. Okay.
I don't know who you talked about. Have you talked about Estonia?
We did mention Estonia.
Okay.
Me and Andy mentioned about Estonia. Did you want to add anything about Estonia?
It's my last place.
Okay, yeah. Andy liked the song, but he was saying that if you didn't speak Estonian, there's nothing to draw you into it.
I mean, it's fun and it's catchy. The guys are having a great time on stage.
Yeah. The only thing that impresses me is him swinging the bow at the very end. They're all, dancing around stage and they're having a great time, but I have no idea what the song's about.
Yeah.
There's no story that goes along with it.
Yeah.
So if you don't speak Estonian, who knows?
So do you think it can qualify?
No, I seriously doubt this will qualify.
I mean, on the one hand, I'm thinking this is the kind of thing televoters typically would go for. So it makes me think it could qualify. But then you've got the likes of the Netherlands in the semi. You've got Austria, for example, Malta.
It's a very crowded semi.
Yeah, you've got a lot of these up-tempo songs that I think televoters would gravitate more towards in Estonia. So I'm leaning more towards the non-qualification, I think, for Estonia, sadly. But it is just 3 minutes of fun, so can't complain. Right, Bailey, you're asking, could San Marino be a shock qualifier?
I think they delivered a really, really great staging.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think it needs to be a shock qualifier, actually. So obviously the Spanish are voting in this semi. So I don't, and that's not going to hurt them at all.
Yeah. They're at least guaranteed 12 then.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I said earlier is sort of the family-friendly version of Ireland.
Yes. Okay.
So I mean,
I get that.
And the fact that they embrace the black and the pink.
Yeah.
You can't forget that because it's not anywhere else in the entire semi. So I think it's. I mean, quite possibly going to qualify. So.
We have carrot cake in the press center.
This is the best carrot cake you will ever have had in your life.
You must message Jess to ask her what she thinks is in carrot cake, but that's for another time.
Anyway, I'll continue. I'm not a fan of carrot cake. I tried it the other day. Not for me. Moving on.
So,
Fred, do you like Norway?
Yes, we've spoken about Norway.
We like it.
It's a standout. It's very atmospheric. It's one of the ones that I think it stands on its own feet. It doesn't need anything else. And like I said, she's only on a revolving platform, but they make it work for them.
So we did just touch on this, but EU Euro is asking, do you think Albania has a chance of qualifying? Because some countries in the rest of the world vote could help. Because I know there is a big Albanian diaspora, but sadly, I don't think it's going to be enough to help her this year.
We were counting on Poland diaspora and it failed them.
Oh yeah, good point.
Indeed.
Mark Beauregard, Mark Boo. I can't say that.
Beauregard.
Thank him for all of his comments on our videos. We haven't had a chance to respond, but he's
Andy.
on everything.
We see him.
Yeah, thank you very much from us and from Andy. If you didn't hear that before,
Yeah,
one
Mark.
of our long-standing followers.
Yes, and he comments on so many of our videos.
Especially since we're going to meet him.
We're going to
Yes.
meet him. Oh, lovely. Well, we can't wait to meet you, Mark.
And this time you're saying Nemo, Nemo, Nemo for the win. This is music when a young man can sing pop, opera, rap in a song, not fireworks that go through to a grand final. Definitely qualifying, no doubt about
Oh, yeah,
that.
it's going to qualify.
Yeah. Rye Bailey, you're saying nobody
So
will
we
top
still can't
island
use our video,
staging.
can we?
I think they will have the rest of the competition will. Yeah, I think I think you're right.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here that brings that level of staging or storytelling.
It's definitely one of the best this year.
I mean, I guess Norway's possibly. I mean, it's very simple staging, but it's very effective for their song. But they want to 100% run away with their staging.
Speaking of cake, Rye Bailey doesn't like cake.
Oh,
Okay, I've never met anyone that doesn't like cake before. Okay, moving on.
I feel sorry for you,
Yeah.
but
Anyone that doesn't like cheese in their cheeseburger? No.
That would be nice. I do not like cheese at all in any way, shape, or form.
you can just order a burger then.
Which is what I do sometimes.
Guess orders a cheeseburger with no cheese.
Because I like the other stuff in it, but not the cheese.
Just order the burger, honey.
Anyway, enough of me. Leafan,
Uh,
Finland has gone to 10th in the odds, pushing the UK to 11th. You think juries aren't going to give Finland any points, and you don't think it's going to get much from the televote, not enough to make top 10?
I don't see Finland getting top 10. I think they will do well, but the juries aren't going to respond to this in the level that they would need to in order to give them that type of result.
Yeah. I mean, because televoters are going to like Finland.
Yeah.
Because it's easily accessible to them.
Yeah.
But so far in the final, we've got the likes of Croatia, and we have, potentially UK that televoters might like. We've got Italy. I think we're going to have Armenia qualifying. That's going to be a bit televote hit. I think we're going to have the likes of the Netherlands qualifying, who qualified from semi-1. That's a televote favourite. I can't remember. But there's a lot of strong competition for that televote top 10 in final.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is Finland going to be enough?
Yeah, I don't see.
know.
I don't see a top 10 finish for them.
I see Finland potentially having done very well in the semi-final,
Yeah, definitely.
but then quite possibly not as well in the final. Rye Bailey, you agree with me? You don't like cheese? Yes. I found someone else that doesn't like
so
cheese.
there are other crazy people out there.
Yeah. Ibrahim, welcome. This is Eurobox Ibrahim. The
Hello.
people want to know about Nemo, so I'm assuming the people is you, Ibrahim.
Well, we've spoken about Switzerland quite a few times now, but we still don't know if this will be the final outfit that's on stage or not. But I still don't get winner vibes from this because it's all based around the pivot staging.
Yeah.
When you've got the three different genres of song, I just wanted a bit of light and shade in this, and I don't get that. And so it almost comes across as one note when there is very clearly different stages of the song.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't get winner vibes from it. It will 100% qualify.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
And it's top 5 in the final, for sure.
yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful song. Like I said, it's my second favorite song in the competition. So, but yeah, I think it's going to qualify easily.
100%.
But I don't get winner vibes. So.
Lisa,
cheese is absolutely can't stand the stuff.
That's exactly my
Well,
thoughts.
I can't eat cheese because I'm dairy intolerant, but it doesn't stop me from eating cheese. But let's see.
So I do apologize, I can't pronounce your username, but he's asked, or he or she's asking, who do you think qualified in 10th position last night? I said before one of the ballots, I think, either Portugal, Slovenia, or Serbia.
Yeah, I would say Slovenia.
Yeah. So Weberus, we have already spoken about Greece, but we can talk about it again. I like the song more than the staging. The staging is a bit choppy for me. It doesn't 100% work. Some elements I like, some elements are not working. I think they're borderline qualifier.
I agree. Without the da-da-das in this song, I think they would struggle to hold the audience because, like I said, there's not much going on apart from the very colorful LEDs and the dancing about and her pink metallic diaper that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But no, I wanted more. We'll see, but I'm not. I think it will qualify.
Okay.
I think it will scrape in.
Yeah.
But it's not my cup of tea.
Okay, fair enough. Lifa, anything Portugal just squeezed into 10th place yesterday.
It's possible.
So obviously now we've spoken about, I believe, all of the countries from semi-final 2, or have we missed any? Because I did dash out for a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, we mentioned. Georgia. No, we haven't really. We haven't really spoken about Georgia. Actually, this is one of the entries that I potentially could have written off, but the staging and what she delivers, I think it is very literal, but it works for her, and she is delivering the fire, and she's. I'm not a massive fan of her big face on the screen. Again, it's I think when you have parts of the body in disproportion to the singers, I think it throws things off. But I think she delivers it really well. It comes the dancers, the fire, and it all works.
Yeah, easily one of Georgia's best stagings they've sent to Eurovision for sure.
Definitely.
And the song, is great. Nuta's a great performer. Her and her dancers are delivering such a high energy choreo on stage, lots of fire, obviously. And I think 100% this is going to end Georgia's non-qualification streak. I did say that last year though about Eru, and was proven very wrong. But anyway, so obviously now we can move on. I did see a question earlier on. If I can get my mouse to work. No, I can't. So, ESCN, I was asking, who are your definite non-qualifiers for semi-final 2?
Albania.
Yes, I would agree. I would say Latvia, sadly.
Latvia, yes. Estonia.
I'm leaning more towards non-qualification. I'm a bit doubtful for Belgium.
I think Belgium will qualify. Possibly Denmark. Again, if she doesn't sort out the vocal, like I said, it's a nice performance. And the thing is, you can't be nice in Eurovision because if you're nice, then you're forgettable. So it's because you get remembered for being either horrendous or wonderful.
Yeah.
If you're somewhere in the middle, you just get lost in the bunch. And I think this has that. If she doesn't bring the vocal on the night and really nail it, I think they could potentially non-qualify as well.
This is another one that would benefit from juries.
Yes.
I think.
Yep.
But I think if Denmark does make it, I think that they could potentially be the 10th, 9th or 10th. And I think if they
do qualify, they would definitely scrape in.
I think so. I think I would agree with everyone you said, actually. But then going to the other side of things, what are some countries that you think are definitely qualifying? Just to pick a few.
So
A random.
So from semi-final 2, the automatic qualifiers are going to be Switzerland, the Netherlands. Someone's taking my list away. Let's see.
Malta, I think.
I mean, they're going to get
Malta, yeah, I mean, she,
Switzerland.
yes.
I have no doubts.
So I think Malta will sail through with that performance.
Norway and Netherlands, I've got no doubts they're qualifying.
Yeah, Norway, again, is like nothing else that you see in the semi-final, so that it has nothing it's competing against, if that makes sense.
I think Armenia is definitely qualifying. It reminds me of Moldova 2022 in terms of the fact that it's so fun and happy on stage and like a 3-minute colourful party on stage.
This is my fence.
What?
Yeah, this is my
Why?
fence. I wanted something a bit more. It's joyful, and I guess I just wanted that a bit more playfulness to it, and so I wanted a bit more, but this, I mean, again, we're going to lose 6 countries this time, so it's to give someone else a spot, you've got to take someone away, so it's going to be a difficult decision for that 8th, 9th, and 10th place. So
so obviously we might wrap up soon because we have been live for quite a while.
Can I do my 10 qualifiers? Because I've actually got a 10.
Okay.
You got
You
10.
ready?
Okay. Andy
Malta.
wants to give his 10 qualifiers.
Malta. Oh, we're here. Malta, Greece, Austria. Malta, Greece, Austria. Can someone count for me? Armenia, San Marino, Georgia, Belgium, Israel, Norway, Netherlands. 10. There you go.
Okay, you heard it here first. Those are Andy's 10 qualifiers.
But for once, Andy made a list.
Woo! We have Tone asking, who do you think will like Norway best, jury or televote?
I think it's going to do well with both. So this is one of those songs that could be one of the dark horses in the competition and do reasonably well with both. So it could very well, be a dark horse to look out for and be a very sharp winner.
Yeah. Amazing, incredible. Yeah. I think it's going to be quite an even split between televote and jury for Norway, actually. I think they'll get pretty like the similar points with both, actually. We have Breitenfeld asking, did Petra Miede perform today or is that in the final?
She performed
She did.
today.
She performed so well.
She performs twice
You're gonna love
actually, and she ripped my heart out.
Yeah.
I loved absolutely every moment of it.
Yeah.
And you guys are just going to absolutely eat it up.
Oh yes, it's another classic Edward Avcillon composition.
The man is just a genius.
Yeah.
Absolute genius.
And as you've seen before, we do see an appearance of Linda Woodruff herself.
Yes.
That was a terrible impersonation, but yes. And we see Queen Charlotte Pirelli twice, which makes me very happy. So I think we're going to get ready to wrap up. But just before we go, who do you think is winning semi-final 2?
The winner from semi-final 2 is going to be...
Clara says Norway. I say Switzerland.
This is really hard. I'm going to put it out there and say Malta.
Okay.
It's the one that has shocked me the most. I enjoy it the most from a performance. My favorite song of the competition is Austria.
Yeah.
And she delivers it well, and I think it will sail through. But my performance of the night is Malta.
Okay, well, let's see who's going to be correct then, or maybe none of us will be correct.
We shall see.
But thank you guys for joining us again for yet another live video. Stay tuned because there's obviously more live videos coming. There's more going to be prediction videos coming as well.
Don't forget to subscribe, obviously, to all of our channels. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
And Eurovox.tv.
Oh, X.
Yes, Twitter, X, whatever. I used to call it Twitter. because I'm still used to that. But yeah, anyway. But yes, thank you guys for joining. We are going to wrap it up now. But we will be back in no time. So, and if you have missed us live, you can always go back and watch this back. You can comment down below in the video as well. But until then, bye.
Bye.